Yesterday, we talked about 5 things that every sustainable garden needs. And one of those things that you wanted to learn more about was cover crops. So let's break down what they are, why they're so important, and the best varieties that you should be using for your garden. And if you don't want to lose this information for later, make sure you save this video. Now let's get into it. In the off season, in the winter time, when gardeners close down their gardens, usually you're not leaving the soil bare, but you're topping your gardens with a couple of inches of mulch. Anything from dead leaves to wood chips to straw. But instead of using a dead mulch, cover crops are considered a living mulch. They do the exact same job as what the dead mulch will do, but so much more. They not only will enrich the soil, they'll improve the soil structure. It helps with weed and pest suppression and erosion control. There's 3 different times that you can sow cover crops. A lot of people will sow them from late summer all the way through early winter, but you can also do a late sowing of cover crops from late winter all the way through early spring. And of course, you have summer cover crops like buckwheat and cowpeas, which are a lot more heat tolerant. But for cover crops that you sow in the wintertime, I'll usually buy something called like a winter mix. It's got like crimson clover, cereal rye, winter rye, collards, hairy vet. I'll put a whole list right here. But if you just search up like winter cover crop mix, you'll find it. But here's the best part about cover crops. It's a closed loop system that reduces your need for synthetic fertilizer and bought mulch. So throughout the winter time when your soil isn't really growing much, if you've ever baked sourdough, the soil has live active fungi just like the sourdough does. And if you don't feed your sourdough, it's going to die. If you don't feed your soil, it's going to die. So as you're covering your soil with this living mulch, it feeds all of that biology, the fungi, the bacteria, the worms, and prevents nutrients from leaching from your soil. And it works as natural pest control because the cover crops are a perfect habitat for all of those predatory insects, the wasp, the ladybug. And by giving them a place to live in your garden, they're going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you when it comes to pests. And not only that, again, when you terminate the cover crops before you go and plant in the springtime, you turn the cover crops into the soil. All that green nitrogen goes right back into the soil. All of the carbon goes right back into the soil. And doing this every single year with your cover crops is not only going to help you break cycles of disease in the soil, but it's going to promote long-term soil health. Because if you don't have good soil that's alive in your garden, you're not going to grow anything, no matter how many nutrients and fertilizers you throw onto it. And again, it's very simple. You're just going to toss seeds out in the middle of autumn, water them in, and then leave them alone. I also re-sow them because my chickens will come in my garden, so I'll just re-sow them throughout the entire autumn through winter time. Because even if it's too cold for them to germinate right when you sow them, they're going to germinate in springtime as soon as the ground thaws. So again, if you want to be more sustainable in your garden, you want to save money, you want to save time, you want to save energy and resources, you want to build better soil health, then as soon as you're putting your garden beds to sleep for the year, instead of sowing that dead mulch, sow you some cover crops. And of course, I'll be sowing cover crops, so if you want to know step by step exactly how to do it, visual aid, then make sure you're following my page. We'll be doing it here in a couple months. I'll show you exactly how to do it, and I'll show you exactly how to terminate and turn them into the soil as we prep our beds for next spring. So if you want to learn more and you want to be serious about your garden, actually eat from your own land, know how your food is being produced, then make sure you're following my page. I'm here to help you grow a happy, thriving garden by teaching you of what you need to do and when you need to do it in order for your garden to thrive. So if you want to learn more, again, make sure you follow my page, and I'll see you in the next video.